Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What the Beck. Today I am doing Playing With Me, but it's different because I basically took the layout of a planner that I am thinking about getting for next year, and I duplicated it and put it on cardstock, glued it into my planner, and I'm going to test it out. And I'm doing this as part of a Skillshare class that I am taking. It is by Cindy Gunter-Baldo, and it's basically how to find planner piece. And for me, it's more like how to find the planner I'm using for next year because I can't afford another Erin Condren at this time. But yeah, I wanted to test out a different layout. So this is the dashboard layout, I think, from the Happy Planner. And I am basically just talking about planners this episode. Not really a big topic, but like it's relevant. So I did have a Happy Planner before. I had a vertical Happy Planner that I Frankensteined into a ring-bound system because I didn't like the discs. And I took the layout from the dashboard one because I liked the layout and I wanted to see how having different categories along with my days would work out for me. And so far it was manageable. I think I need to have like a description of what exactly goes in each box. Like some of them I didn't use that much at all, like the calls and email one. And I might be able to make them into like journaling boxes as well, but that might eliminate my bullet journal, so I'm not sure. I have been thinking about combining my planner and bullet journal into one book. It's just a matter of, is it going to be a planner that I use as a bullet journal or a bullet journal where I have to design the planner layout every single week? And I'm not sure if I could keep up with that second one, so I'm looking into different planners. And for this week, I found that I kept like having to read the entire page just to make sure that I didn't like miss anything. And also to make sure I didn't miss anything, I kept writing things in multiple places, which is kind of the opposite of what I want to be doing, because everything should have a place that it goes and you shouldn't have to put it in another place. So yeah, I also felt a little uncomfortable at the beginning of the week because I usually lay out my day in time order, but this layout didn't really allow for that. So I basically just had to write everything as soon as I thought of it, and if something happened to get planned and it came before something that I had already written, I just had to put it below it and then read the whole day, like the whole entire listing for the day until like that thing happened and then check it off or whatever. But yeah, I think it turned out okay. As I've said, I think next week I might try an hourly layout. I did try an hourly layout recently, but I think having it on blank paper as opposed to turning my vertical into an hourly with stickers might be easier for me to focus on. And in that case, I might have to draw up my own hourly with space for journaling or things that aren't necessarily set at a time, because I know you can write things on your hourly when you have free time, but it kind of bugs me when I write something on a time and then I like look back and it's not done yet. So I want to have a separate section for that. So it kind of sounds like I'm going to have to design my own planner, and I know that people do that. I actually follow one of my followers on Instagram. Their name is Firebird Frankie. You can go check them out. They live in South Africa and basically print their own planner pages and make their own stickers. So their planner is entirely self-made. It's looking like I might have to do that, in which case I'll probably end up using a ring-bound system again. But that might actually be good for living in my backpack with all my books at school for my planner. So yeah, it's looking like that. But I will be doing an hourly layout, and I will post about that on Instagram once that week is done and do a little reflection about that, kind of like how this video is a reflection on the one that I did for this week. Another thing that I want to start tracking again is my food and I don't know if I just want to do a simple checklist like I had been on my habit tracker in my bullet journal, but I always forget to eat, and that's really bad for me, and sometimes it's easier to just grab food that's not so good because it's quicker, and I want to avoid doing that as much as possible given my budget and time constraints and busyness level. But yeah, I want to start tracking that again, so maybe being able to design my own like layout for my planner pages, it will allow me to have spaces for exactly what I want, and then also the flexibility to like change it up if I decide that I don't want a section anymore, or if I want to add a new section. And I'm also thinking of adding a cat journal to my daily spread. I think that it would just be really cute to like have a little tracker about my cat's life, even if half of it is going to be like, oh, she slept today, or like she stared at me while using the litter box. It's pretty creepy actually. She doesn't do that all the time. Right now she's looking out the window, and that's pretty cute. So yeah, it would be cool to have a little place to note things about that, or if she's having any kind of problem, it would be good to just have a place to track that, and then that way I could bring it to the vet when we go to the vet, because we're going a little bit later this month. Nothing bad is happening currently, but cats don't really display symptoms if something is wrong with them, so it makes sense to like note every little thing just in case it becomes something worse, you know? It's kind of sad to talk about it that way. Let's talk about something else. I think I would also want to add a project section. That's something that the layout that was in this video had that I really liked, because it helped me keep track of what I was working on and people who were supposed to pay me, how much they owed me, and I could note when they paid me, or if they were waiting for a certain day to pay me because of their paycheck or something like that. And I think having a section for that would be helpful, because I have ADHD. It's easier for me to see something else and be like, oh, I want to work on that now. But having them all listed down might help me finish them faster, because eventually I'll run out of room in that little box, right? And I'll have to finish something to make room for something else, or learn to write smaller, which I'm actually pretty good at, so maybe that wouldn't work out, but we'll see. Anyway, I hope you all are doing well in your planner journeys and your bullet journal journeys and whatever you use to keep your life together journeys. So yeah, if you have anything similar going on where you're like, oh, I don't know what planner to use for next year, or I don't know if I should have a bullet journal, you can kind of vent in the comments below, or tell me about what your plans are. If you have a certain item you're excited to use, you can talk about that as well. And yeah, basically just leave me a comment and tell me what layouts you like, what layouts you don't like, what you know works for you or what doesn't work for you. Just like talk about planners, because planners are cool. And if you want to know what my week ended up looking like, since I really only filmed the setup on like Sunday, it ended up looking like this at the end of the week. It got pretty full of stuff. I think I need a to-do section and a like appointment or timed things section for each day if I use this layout again. But yeah, it turned out pretty cute. There was a lot of room for stickers, which I appreciated. I didn't fully utilize that, but you know, sometimes you don't have to put all the stickers on your planner. But if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos in the future. And if you want to share this video with your friends who are also having planner struggles, I would appreciate that a lot. And I'll see you next time. Bye!